Hey, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Old World Blues, Rocky Mountain High. What we're doing today is, you ever thought about working for Vault-tec? Well, more specifically, you ever wanted to work for their middle management program? Because this is pretty much what they are. Right down here in Texas, right next to Los. The executives. The executives are the living legacy of Vault-tec. Not just those of the sheltering and company's many miraculous vaults, but the legacy of its leadership and brightest minds. Once dwelling in the secret corporate vault, the wars of supermutants and the Brotherhood of Steel resulted in the vault's violent destruction in the years since. The executives have restructures as a more proactive and aggressive force in the wasteland to survive. Though accusations of being raiders are surely from jealous competitors, their newest CEO, McKinley, has ambitious dreams of vengeance and homecoming while having already restarted the experimental science divisions. But the shadow of the bull looms over New Mexico. Can the legacy of Vault-tec find shelter from the legions of the apocalypse? So, they have their special power armor, legacy experimentation, research speed, FEV, agricultural research, and legacy of Centurion Pulse, which everyone has in that entire area because Centurion Pulse was the precursor of before Lanius. You have data from far and wide, so you can go through all the different vaults. Battling beast units, Deathclaws. You could bring Deathclaws as units eventually, and then the Eastern threat. So you have to deal with Brotherhood of Steel over there. So let's schedule them. So they're right here. They're the last on the dinner menu for Lanius in New Mexico. You have to build up a defense or help or do something. There's a tactic I'm going to use. I hope I can do it again. I'm doing Average Joe. Average Joe's gym. I'm going to dodgeball this bastard. So what you do is get everyone together. Stop it. Get rid of these expendable assets because they're expendable. Pick someone with high defense. You have 3 right there. Give them to McKinley. Set them up right there. Oh, it doesn't matter. Get you rooted. And your idiot save it. Oh, can't do it yet. You'll get it eventually. So, let's do this first, actually, because you know I always do my industry first, because we'll need it. So, basic tools, work assignments. I know I should probably do work as needed, but I like work assignments. I get the reason for it. So, get that going. We'll need defenses right here, so hold shift. Damn it, the way the map is. Darn it. Okay. Zoom out. Click construction. There you go. You gotta untap it. There you go. These will be kind of crazy for now. So let's get. Oh, let's also fix something else. Train the boys. Let's get 2 of them going. And let's get 3 factories working on power armor. So after that's done, now we can start doing focus tree items. So, Hedging Investments. We came from humble beginnings. Bullshit. Only to be the greatest company on Earth. So, we have some options here. I am using another mod that lets you build up cities that just came out of the submods off the Discord. That was pretty good. They're moving their units over to here now. So I cannot justify war goals until I have a border with them. So you have Roswell, Long Knife. So speed up. I think I have 7 days before the next one. Oh, Hedging Investments. Before the big one, where the world decided to shit itself to death, Vault-tec was one of the greatest companies in the world. The greatest, if you ask anyone with half a brain. The corporate leaders with the world's smartest scientists under them. No wonder the old bosses of America let the future up to us. We built the vaults, invented a couple hundred new technologies, give or take a few. And we're even more ready for the end. Honestly, you could thank us for being anyone left. We had to keep some of the propriety though, and this is why we built a vault in secret that we have called Corporate Vault now. It had been the best facilities, best staff, best executive leadership. It even had a supply of FAV we acquired without anyone knowing. Everything was going great. Research was moving. Electronic weapons, controlled bioweapons, unique security robots, supercomputers, Tesla armor. We had the amazing things cooking. We also had some luxuries brought in before the bombs dropped, including an arsenal of pre-war weapons, the finest pre-war medicine, or library pre-war books. I want the books because it's up industrial research, and I'm into that. Skip the tutorial. Stocks at an all-time low. Hard times eventually come for everyone, and we are the hardest of all. We're not able to trade because we just don't trade. We're dorks. To the right of us, we have loss, and then carbon, and shale. Shale's really interesting. I bet he took that from Paulus, one of Paulus's people. Or he was in Paulus's army for a little bit. Who knows? I still don't know. He's got that electric blade. Stock's at an all-time low. Someone's always got to start shit through the ruin and ruin a good thing. For us, it was some bleeding heart fucking rat named Blake. He lost his mind over us testing FEV and radiation on live subjects, as if there's anything to gain from testing on corpses. Anyway, his dumbass sparked an organizational conflict that almost got everyone killed and wrecked half the vault before fucking off to play Preacher Man for zombies. Those of us left have huddled up in the parts of the vault that have survived, with this cult lurking around on the surface keeping an eye on us. We hadn't recovered by that time. Green Freak Attis and the Bastards of Steel showed up to fight over us. Word had gone around about our FEV probably because of Blake, and the mutants had some looking to steal the hopes of making some super mutant babies. The Steel pricks weren't far behind, looking to kill the mutants. Only favor either of them or ever did us was bumping off Blake and a bunch of his church. By the time their fight was over, the vault had been blown sky high and we were left refugees. We did manage to carry away extra power suits of experimental armor, almost everything who was left, the alcohol reserves. I want the armor. Line goes up. We're bouncing back now, despite everything the world threw at us, and we're coming back with a vengeance. Hope you're all doing well today. Line goes up. It's been a while since the old vault was tits up, and we had to make a lot of changes to survive. Science had to take a backseat. The Egghead weren't exactly able to think away monster starvation and hostile competitors. So we did what we had to. Security took the lead, admin and research had to suck it up and listen. To make sure the meanest motherfucker was in charge, we started the hostile takeover. Every year someone had to challenge the CEO to a winner takes the company battle, with the loser getting downsized. And it worked. We carved out a place topside thanks to our tech and some cutthroat business tactics on part of the security. Local towns are now franchised under us and pay a cut of their goods and caps. We take whatever else we need, and we've even built up a new vault to work out of. The Wasters call us the executives now, and it's good as anything else. It would be shameful to call ourselves Vault-tec in these conditions. The newest CEO is a nasty piece of work named McKinley, and she's already several years into her tenure as chief executive. She's gone out of her way to increase funding for the science division and even started up experiments again. The first thing was a real doozy. Turns out you don't need only one grenade to kill a Deathclaw from the inside. Did you know that Butcher Pete repeats enough times can drive ghouls feral? We learned that super mutants can bend steel bars given enough psycho. This is the same result, but I like this one. We learned that a super mutant can bend steel given enough psycho. That must be interesting to watch. Alright, so we want to build up construction right now because we need to get those ports in place. The Vault's maintenance teams. While Vaults are automated and built to high standards, there'd be nothing left to rusted quarters without the Vault-tec maintenance team. It's time we encourage our young dwellers to take up the soldering tools and join the team to keep the Vault on a steady track to perfection. Gives us efficiency, retention, and more scrap. So, can we purchase anything? Because if we could purchase... Oh, we're almost there. Maybe we'll purchase some guns. Make things easier for us. They're going to invade Blue Rose Society. So I'm going to do a Blue Rose Society road when a sale occurs for the DLCs. Because I just don't want to spend 20 bucks on the DLC for that one. Just to play that one faction. He's cheap. So. Alright, we're getting there. We need 151, 150. Okay, yeah, wait for it. So, when he gets this point, you declare on him. Or you justify war goals on him. So, we got that. We want our first civilian workshop. So, a steady flow of production is the key to keeping our dwellers happy. Our vault profitable. If we want to ensure our tides of industry in the wasteland, we have to assign more real estate to highly advanced automated workshops. I think we have enough to do this part. So, defense on core territory. And rooted. Come on, take that part so we can get to it. Bastard. There we go. Justify war goals. So if we do long knife, we get 135, 135, 135. So long knife. So this is how this tactic works. If they are too busy fighting me for this little pass right here, they cannot run their focus tree items against Summer Federation. So then they can't complete the encirclement with me. And that's the last on the dinner menu. Now, it's 135 days. They're going to get through Mescalero Nation and Archdiocese of Santa Fe. And I should be able to get my 2 forts done in that time. We're not paying for this. And they've fallen. Sad. Very sad. Conveyor belts. Expanding the vault. Our residential facilities are quickly filling up, so we'll have no more space for future generations. It'd be wise to begin excavating future real estate if we wish to avoid a crisis. I think I have access to these over here. I do. But not these. That's for, like, more Brotherhood. Alright, let's work on dedicated workshops. How far are we down? 49 days. Hell yeah. Now, we're almost done with our first fort. Which is very important. And they are already starting. Oh, one thing you want to do is get junk walls and more done. I probably should have put that in, because I could probably hit that up to there, and that opens up a few more factories. So with that, expand the vault, we do machine overment, because that adds 2 more civilian workshops. Our data analysts have calculated by replacing some of our production lines with purposely built protectorons, we could nearly double our efficiency. Who needs pesky laborers that ask for vacations, can't even work 24 hours a day? Yeah, good luck making a machine work 24 hours a day. Even the automated shit I've seen breaks down after a while. You need someone there to push buttons on it. Nothing's truly automated in this world. We're almost done there. Getting our 2 power armor sets. How far are we in this? 109, so we're not that far. Okay, with that done, we need to... Happy work is hard work. The great minds of Vault-tec Human Relations Branch have devised a new campaign to get our dwellers back on their feet and working. We will create an artificial atmosphere of competition between the Vault's families And by rewarding the hardest workers, dwellers of the month, 1 extra day of extra pay. Yeah, it increases construction speed by 15%. That's why it's so important. All right, here is the crummy part. So they're already invading the Archdiocese. Almost there. 38 more power armor sets. I've already got 1 done. What is it? October 12th? When does this end? Damn, this is after. Let's see. Can we invest in small... Okay, I think that will be good. Just spend the 20 on that. And how much weapons do we have? Let's cancel that. We have 10, so let's upgrade these guys by 2. Up 69.3. Nice. So I got till October 6th to declare war on them. I'm hoping that means October 5th, so the day before now. And then when this is done.
What do you want with me?
So with that done. Here, let's get more free repair. That's going to be important.
I'm glad to see you.
Okay, we got that going. August 19th. Oh, they just won that. Damn. I'm going to watch that to make sure they don't get the... Here, we're going to save scum for the hell of it. So if I have to do early, you do not want them to have that war goal against Summers Federation because they will execute it. How... They have 1.37 thousand manpower extra. 5th of October. Yeah, same thing. Just got to see how this works out. I'm going to get up to 150 and see how that goes. Hey, the hostile takeover. The annual hostile takeover is soon to start. The security chief, Eric Smith, entered the prep room occupied by McKinley. They waited a moment for the technician to finish adjusting actuators on a power arm before McKinley dismissed the staff to speak in private. The conversation they had was something of a yearly tradition for the two now, and they'd said much the same thing the year before and the year before that. Ready, boss? Smith leaned against the console, scanning the CEO's armor for any weak points that may have been missed, and finding none. Always ready. What do you make of this year's ladder climber? Young, strong, blunt, dumb. Everything's above board. Good, let's do this. She flexed her armor, testing the feel before heading out in the room, the Smith in tow. In a few short minutes, proceeding to beat her challenger to death with her hammer. See you next year. We lost 1 manpower because of that. Damn. Alrighty. We're gonna want... We're gonna want some weapons shops, because we're gonna keep increasing. Although we want to keep our people alive, so 45 and 45 to get division recovery rate. I like that, actually. Vault-tec science team. We're the science team! The Vault-tec science teams are the most critical pillar in securing our future in the wasteland. Vault-tec's best and brightest were sent to the vault to be utilized, not just be sitting around testing on lab mice. If we are to continue sailing on the steady path of technological stability, we must make our scientists are well funded. Okie dokie. How is this so far? 7th? Oh yeah, hey, I wanted to see how these guys are going. October 7th, 2nd now. That's good. Damn, I hope they don't declare too early. I think I could hold it. Maybe. I don't like this at all. I should have been training these guys. I'm a dork for not doing so. Here, I've already saved right here, so let's save scum one more time. So I go back. Start on the hand, who cares? Almost there. 2nd of October. One. Two. Where are we at? Right there. How many do we have that? Okay. Maybe I should have been training them while they were waiting. But declare war. That will prevent them from achieving this war goals in them. Now let's see if we could hold it. 3 power armor units, 2 infantry units that are built up a little bit. And we'll keep building them up with the... They're moving those guys down now to get a full group on them. What we have so far is 6 lost. There's 134. Our objective here is to get his number down to 0 for manpower. Once he's that point, he's useless. He's done for career-wise. He'll never recover. His spreadsheets are just down to the low. He's using Windows 3.0. Now, I'm doing a little bit better here than I did when I did a dry run for this part. So, I'm happy about that. We've got 5. We're going to keep updating these guys. $78. Okay. A lot better. I'm not taking assistance because I don't want those people coming in and wasting stuff on attacks. I want to hold, not attack. Stocking up on stim packs. While our vault provides some of the most high-quality care in the wasteland, there are still issues within our supply line. Stim packs and medics are rare to find, and our scavengers we currently don't have any way of producing them. Setting the science team's objective to recreate the stim pack formula would help immensely. 17 to the 341. I think we're doing great right now. And our guys are gaining experience. Soon these guys will be up to nice level. When they waste their force attacks, we'll use up our defense. I just don't want to use up that fully. Oh, idiot save it. Let's take their weapons from them.
You're dead now.
Well-equipped army. What do we get for this? 0. But since we're doing that, let's work on that. Since we got 4, we don't want to waste time.
I've been waiting for a fight.
Yeah, use that to help defend. Use that. Stim packs stacked up on. We do that. I'm thinking we should go this route because then we could produce weapons and men and such. And I'm not really going weapons. I'm going to go get robots together because small land, small recruitment. We need. And then when we get creatures, we're going to make armies of creatures. Because I know we get death claws. I haven't actually got to use them yet, but we get them. Guys need to hold the line. How far are they down? They are down. Oh, booyah. They're 1.1 thousand to my 83. And I'm not even using robots. Speaking of robots, let's start getting these guys together. Dedicated workshops. We're doing great. Camillo Survivalists? Who are the Camillo Survivalists? I've never heard of that name before. I want to know. I want to know who they are, because I've never heard that name before. The Camillo Survivalists. Where am I thinking of that? Camlo Survivalists? Maybe? I think that's what they are. They're the Camlo Survivalists. It just says Camlo. Okay. Just some Canadian guys. Okay. Continue on. Now they have ceased their attacks for now, because they're at 0 manpower. Alright, now. Are they... Do they have... Oh, they have Iron Alliance power armor. Which we could beat. Astounding ammunition. Our production lines consist of trinkets and civilian goods. It's time we step in to reassign some plants surely to the manufacturing of firearms. Our enemies will know the dedication of our deliverers once the lead projectiles we manufacture pierce their skulls. Lead projectiles, not lead. Middle management all the way. These are the guys that tell you to lock in. Yes, 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 we lock in as a group. Yeah, we're gonna build those guys up. With all those free factories we're gonna get. Hey, while they're doing that, I actually could build outposts. Huddle from whose prize? We'll make them see. Bandolo Rangers. They're still negative. See, those units don't even have full strength anymore. Astounding ammunition. The best ammunition. Drilling dwellers. Should war ever reach the outskirts of our vault, every man, woman, and child must be prepared to face the wrath of our enemies. Chief Security McKay has agreed to drill folks of all ages the art of war to help us face the enemy. Indeed. Holy shit. I wasn't paying attention there. Let's get robotic, because we're going to be using robotic. They don't have the manpower to continue on the fight. So. Oh, let's get one more infantry unit for these guys. And then let's start building robot platoons. Oh, let's set up the robot platoons to have more. $250 each time. And that just that base 250 grants us 147 defense. That compared to the 115 for the manned ones. They're trying really hard to do a push on that. And now I have better repair for those said units. Let's start getting some doctrines going, actually. So we're doing robots mostly. And creatures, but creatures are not a part of those land doctrines. The Gator Maws are invading the patrolmen. I need to do a run of those guys. Those guys were fun. It was like Super Troopers in Fallout. Not really. They're trying to be lawmen of that part of Louisiana, but expanding firearm production, the efforts put forward to build further weapon manufacturing plants has paid off. However, we can always push the production lines further. Our scouts have spotted land clearings that would be the perfect location to set up armament workshops at Caprock. Because I'm not forced to defend this little area, I get all these areas for my war. And I'm making almost one a day, so we're getting up there. Petro Chica. Hey, we keep building outposts as we go. We don't need to do that. Let's just build factories right now. We can't afford this. One thing we need to do is Angus Carnegie. That's awesome. So it's just combat support, research speed. I'm okay. I need the defense. Slowly build up. Doing fine. Alright, we need some more, what do you call it? Ecology. Agriculture. Research. Peak efficiency. For the vault, or for the Vault-tec, we are peak efficient. %100% efficient. Oh yeah, let's get this part. Business is good. The executives have ruled in their own little pocket of New Mexico for decades, pushed out by the corporate vault by the efforts of Attis and the Initiate long ago. They have since enjoyed a cushion life, harassing the unsuspected populace. To McKinley's regime, business has been better than ever, but we face the rumors of the Legion moving east. Things would be changing for the worse. This is just going down the list for that. $154. We got 1.21 a day. So we're getting up there. Our efficiency is... People are getting better at making things. Business is good. Lethal layoffs. Fight for your thesis. Memories of Secret Vault. Once we beat him, we'll get Kings in New Mexico. I don't need the manpower right now, and I really don't need these right now. What I could use is machine in front of man. So we get 140% for that. And that could be used on after this is done. The scientific process. Chief Research Officer Janine Carter removed her goggles and gloves from she left medical research wing. Behind her strode in Executive CEO McKinley. I'm not convinced that this is the best use of our captive mutants. You know, those don't grow on hydroponics. McKinley shrugged. She was used to these kind of complaints. I actually have no fucking idea where they come from. That California place some of them scream about, maybe. Besides, what could be more useful than knowing how to break their bones? Exasperated, Carter turned around and answered, maybe how their immunity to radiation actually works? Or their resistance to infection? Maybe ways to make docile laborers out of them? I can imagine a number of other useful things. You're having too much fun, ma'am, she added the horrific after the delay. McKinley's heavy hand snapped down under Carter's shoulder. I am having fun. You want me bored? You know what I'm like when I'm bored? And you're fucking lucky I like you. Talking to me like that? You should watch your tone. I'll remember, at least in public. Anti-enemy broadcast. There you go. So let's look at what we got here. I like the power armor part. Kind of. I don't need to do those right now. Let's bean counter. Hell yeah. She's wearing a Vault suit. Leslie Shade is the head of the accounting at Vault-tec. Go fucking figure. Her responsible in keeping extensive financial records regarding the corporate's business practices. Leslie effectively inherited the position of her father. At least, at first she thought it would be a step up in the world, a chance to prove herself. Then she experienced the reality of trying to do accounting for an organization with contempt for accounting. McKinley and her nutcases don't care about leaving accurate reports about their activities. Leslie typically finds out that thousands of caps worth of slaves were turned into a fine paste for an experiment a week after it happened. Assets are taken from warehouses without notice, and when Leslie tries to track them down, they are often shoved in her face. She's then told to get out of the new owner's face. Leslie learned that her father died of cirrhosis of the liver. After everything she had experienced, she's following in his footsteps once again. You can replace his okay, nobody cares about that, but we got... No, we're not replacing her. Oh, they're still up and down. I have better defenses there, so they're not breaking through anytime soon. And as the years go on, they have... I forgot. What's their deadline? 2280. So 4 more years you have. Let's get that going. Damn, they really are trying there. Shale has gone to war with Eden, as usual. They absorb carbon and loss. Machine of man. Oh, I forgot to even read that one. I'm sorry. That one says, Protectrons are actually quite good at protecting us from incoming fire, and they even fire back. We probably need energy. So the executive isn't going to survive off just an old pre-war generator forever. Why not try to upgrade and look for power elsewhere? And we have a surplus in robots while they're training. So, not really that much surplus. It's going to be over in a second. Legacy of Paulus is over with. Thank God. We got Legacy of Lanius getting stuck on a bridge. Hostile Takeover, same thing over again. See you next year. They didn't really make anything different for each year. Things are not looking so well for Lanius. Okay, that's done. So we're gonna use that 40% on police project runs, so they'll be a little more powerful. Powers that be? I don't need that at all. Don't need that right now. The water chip, probably this one. Our water chips. While we have heard long tales of a vault dwellers heroic exiting their vault and sacrificing themselves to find water chips, we were luckily given an adequate supply of them. The scientists have proposed to build even more water plants to better utilize that stockpile of chips. Truly genius at work. So we get plus 12 in Plains Runner. We're building up. The only thing I have to worry about also is if Summers Federation decides to go south on me. Which they could. They really could. We need a CNC bots. We'll get them. It'd be great. Only downside is we don't have nearly enough chips for them. Automated warfare, done. Okay. Our water chips. Titans of industry. Vault-tec is no longer calling for efficiency in our industry. In a short period of time, we've rivaled expected predictions by 231.5%. A true accomplishment every Vault dweller can be proud of having helped in. So we get 12 scrap, 8, whatever that is. Composite materials. Which is good. Very good. We're slowly building up the military, but everyone's fighting each other, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Lanius is probably killing his commanders, sub-commanders, like, all the time. Alright, what do we want next? Due diligence. CRO Carter. That's creature technology, army research gain, research speed. Okay, I'll do that for the research speed. Chief Research Officer Janine Carter is the head of all engineering and science-related wings executives and de facto head of science cast that exists within the group. She is a driven and passionate woman dedicated to scientific principles and advanced to the Vault-tec legacy of experimental brilliance. All that is to say, she takes her job seriously and often butts heads with the CEO McKinley over the details of procedures of research. It is not to say that she is soft or kindly scientist. She is more pragmatic concerning of the waste of material that she is interested in, the ethical concerns of throwing away lives. Despite their bickering, Carter is close to McKinley after growing up together and is loyal to her in everything but experimental procedures. Her principal field of research is genetic engineering. She has inherited some of the last notes of executives maintaining about the FEV research conducted in the corporate vault. It is Carter who pushes the investigate and research wasteland creatures for anything that can be gained, and her boldness has made her relatively popular with even the security staff. After all, even Vault-tec's finest would rather have some monsters die in their place. So we'll pick that one. And we'll start getting cultural after this. Probably these guys. Human relation. Go figure. Titans of industry. Not doing anything for this yet. Oh, I get another... Do I have to get all these? Yeah, you have to get all these. Damn. I don't know if we're going to do that yet. I can't do these until I get lost back anyway, so. So, we'll just keep on with this part for now. Till we get that Gek, and then we get these extra events. So. Oh, actually, I want that, because that's computer chips or whatever. Vigilant Recyclers. Vault-tec has invested far too many materials in wacky larger-than-life experiments done by spiky white-haired scientists. If we want to scientifically create useful technology that isn't rad roach, we could work on scrapping some of those more eccentric research projects. So Pecos Ruins gets a bunch of, what do you call it? Circuitry. How are we doing? 146 loss for that 2.09. Hey, we got CNC bots. Let's get those going. Let's start getting these people in place. So, in human resources, political power gain 10% and recruitable. Miranda Garrison is current head of human resources at Vault-tec. Her responsibilities include vetting new potentials and the upkeep of employee morale. Miranda is a personable and charming woman who knows how to get the people on her side, and if need be, where to stab a person to make them squeal. Miranda is well known for her entertaining exercise. She prides herself on coming up with the latest and greatest methods of motivating Vault-tec employees. The staff fondly reminisces about going on a raid to the Steamboat Springs Resort Hotel, where they all got the chance to swim in the pool. Who could forget when she had them work together to find the most efficient way to torture that tied-up mutant? Indeed, Miranda Grissom, events are to die for. So we'll get her own Vault-tec outfits, of course. How are we going on this? Here, just we'll have one factory pumping out power armor, because why not? Vigilant Recycler. Nerd Rage! It seems that our scientists have finally found their ticket to working less. They've built a computer that runs thousands of experiments to see which one should be trashed due to their insanity. Wouldn't it be better to have less mad scientists, but this will expedite things, I guess. So we get 6% research speed. Almost there with another division. God, the reservation turned on them. Are they still fighting them? Yeah, they are. I would have thought they would have lost by now. Okay, we got another division, so we're up to 8. We're proceeding. We're nowhere near their number, so we can't really break out just yet. We're building. Building. One less. Get that done and then start making more civilian factories. Let's get 100% condition. Our Pip-Boys are built in the devices able to track both flora and fauna. Why don't we encourage our dwellers to get rid of the pests like red roaches by rewarding them by killing 50 of them? I'm sure these little traits will keep our dwellers motivated to deal with the pests. Oh, hey, we could bring another person in. So, Timothy Gallow, polite relations. Resistance target daily compliance cap increased. Tim was raised in the stories from his father of the time when Vault-tec security was a respectable institution. They patrolled the pristine halls of the old vault with dignity, calmly and politely shuffling the dwellers to their various activities. He always lamented that they'd been driven to acting like savages, beating each other as much as anyone else. Now a veteran security officer, Tim Gallow is trying to bring back a little of that world of stories, respectability, cooperation, and polite handshakes. He even pioneered initiatives to stabilize relations with Vault-tec's new franchise communities, hoping to get less quivering in fear and more mutually profitable relations. Sure, it might have resulted in them handing over locals to a life of slavery and experimentation, but we're all profiting in a stable manner. Isn't that what matters? Yes. So, next doctrine.
Yeah, of course.
So, what do you want for this? Actually, we could do Savage Leader Breakthrough. God, they got all that manpower, but they aren't able to do anything with it. That could be bad for us if we don't do that carefully.
Need anything else?
Oh. Oh dear. They're able to declare war on them because of They don't have the Mojave chapter taken care of, and they're pushing forward. Yeah. Police protect drones. Precision motors, of course. Upgrade new crossroads. I really want to break out of this. This is annoying me. They're building up their manpower while I'm sitting here dawdling. I want to... Downloading RAM. That's something I want. So-called Sensetrons have saved thousands of man-hours on our scientist teams. Thanks to the cunning abilities, it's time to see if we can expand the utility file in the Vault-tec manual. According to the basic protocol, we insert a simple holodisk into the drive and gain a gigabyte of RAM. This should do the trick. Almost got another one. I want to do an assault myself, just for the hell of it. I have enough suits. Here, let's save. Our guys are more than capable of winning that. I haven't lost anyone. They've just been losing 20, almost 100. Strange days. Oh yeah, we get our research slot. With our research issues figured out and scientists on full focus, we've reached an efficiency unseen in even the best projections for Vault-tec. It seems our lovable science teams have ushered in a new era of technological progress in a wasteland full of ignorance. And we'll get an extra science slot. There we go. We've taken that little spot. And we'll see if they crash their armies against me. I feel like I'm more than capable of handling them. Yeah, we need Brahmin to carry our shit. Shut down all legal press. Whatever. iBots. Wow, they're holding out pretty well. Now this is where we lose some guys. We lost, I think, like 40. We killed 1,000 of their people. Whoever steals equipment from them. But we have Roswell for now.
You ready to die?
There we go. We got another research slot. So we need to go down here so we get this Gek. So what do we need? All of them? So we need to blow through all these. So we'll do this one first. So get printing more uniforms. Besides being comfortable, rugged, and fashionable, Vault-tec security uniforms help distinguish our forces from the lawless wastelanders. We'll need to ramp up production to keep up with the modern needs. Just go down that robot route. Still make one a day. Another hostile takeover. How about are they now? Down to 1,000 to 2,000. I've lost two. I've lost another 20. Do we have enough to... No, we do not have enough to put more boys in. Print more uniforms. Assign the vids. Vault identification numbers are given to every dweller when their birth is registered. Luckily, with 11 whole digits utilized, the system can be expanded to newcomers to our society easily. We just need to make them fill out the proper paperwork and bring it in by office between 10 and 2. So 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Or 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. You should probably do it when you're off work. I mean, that'd be the most efficient thing, so... If you're waiting in line till 2 a.m. and you don't get enough sleep, that's your problem. Eh, we'll let the followers of the apocalypse come. We'll use them in experiments. We will do... Daily compliance game. I like that one. We're gaining compliance in that area. Can we make, can we assign CNC bots to these guys yet? Let's see what happens. Yes, we can. We did. What that did, that upped our defense to 205. Oh, they've already started their war with them. Wow. It's not even 80. Their war's starting already. Next one. Playing some war games. Some have said that games are excellent ways to train the mind to think strategically. We're pretty sure those folks just wanted to slack off. Even if it's true, isn't about 200 years too late for Atomic Command holotapes to be useful? So it's that asteroids game, pretty much. I want to cut these guys off and destroy them. Stop it. Have they fought their war with them yet? No, they have not.
Anything else?
When I have some more robots, then I'll do my encirclement of this group, and I'll get rid of 3 of them. Okay, I need to go down this line, then I can get this. Done. Man the guns. While the security team has been doing excellent work, they lack the required firepower to properly manage any serious threats. It would be wise to assign some of the civilian workforce to temporarily make some more armaments for our officers. When that one's done, I'm going to start encircling these guys and trying to get him. Is he at? He's nearly at 0 again. Electoral deadlock in the NCR. Ooh, that could be bad for you guys. Imagine the Republic falling. Alright, keep going. You know what? Save scum. Let's give it a try. I think we're still holding it, which is nice. Zirconium pants. Now that our security teams have adequately firepower, we can focus on other issues, primarily the lack of armor. Science has been hard at work in the labs working on a compound known as zirconium, which could be useful in ballistic vests due to their ideal material properties. So we get division defense. There we go, and just like that.
I'm glad to see you. I need a fix. Just gotta
Nope,
find
you
some
stay there.
chat. What can I do for you? Yeah, good luck.
No, you go back over here. Wait for them to clear it again. They're gonna move in. And then... Oh, let's get these two going.
Let's do this shit.
Wait for it. Good. Since you're here, build me a damn workshop.
Just gotta find some
Are they gonna
chat.
come for it? Or no? They haven't done it yet. Wow. Dwelling defenders. The great minds of Vault-tec gathered together and fixed all the issues we had with security team equipment. Now it's up to the great speakers. Every dweller respects the security team, but a few want to join it. Surely if we show them the benefits behind the job, they'll sign up immediately. Maybe. Alright, let's do another push, I guess.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay, Murphy's Law. Although Rangers swooped in the Boneyard Republic and percent few birds, people could resist attempt to seize their governor. Murphy is no longer a threat to the Republic, but now a city is under full sway of their followers with faithful Dharma. Oh no. Shit. So who are they now? Committee on National Security. Oh, that's always bad when you have a committee like that. Alright, we're gonna set up there. Hopefully they don't move too much. You guys are at 0, thank God. How many weapons do we have? We have 2,000. Maybe we should just get some Vault-tec security. Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Alright, done with that, done with that. There's really nothing else for us here. So we got that going. Let's start working on, like, training and such like that. Because we haven't actually done any of that.
Anything else I can do for you? Yeah, of course.
How's Roswell doing? You get about nothing. They didn't even attack. Because they didn't have shit to attack with. The Ring of Fire. The security team is stronger than some of the most elite pre-war organizations thanks to our dedication and to arming and overhauling them. The final step in our plan will simply be rallying up our forces and painting the enemy as an alien force with no human emotions behind it, so our men show no mercy. Can't afford this. Alright, we have some political power to use, so we probably should fill out the rest of these. So, motivational manager, because they get that working. Factory output, slave flogger, or settlement builder. I like that one. Iron Fist of the Overboss. I need to get Chief of the Army here soon. God damn it, stop doing that.
Let's go.
Hey, move another group there. Ball of Unity, that's sad. Bricks. Bricks are done. Yay. Alright. More material. Right-hand man, Eric Smith. That's the head of security. Alright, we're going to do one more thing and then probably going to end it after this. Go. Just one. Don't beat. Dorks.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Life Giver. They are at their wits' end, thankfully. Destruction of Mount Rushmore. Okay. Now, oh, okay. Shit, we have to get this one. We just have to do 2 more. So, ancestral aviation. Our American ancestors once roamed the skies and freely without worry. Now the most you'll see of the smoggy green sky is a mutant crow. Let's bring back the glory days to teach our youth young pilots our most modern planes. After all, this could come handy in future warfare. Yes, it will.
Anything else I can do for you?
Our robots are quickly overrunning the Legion or Lanius' positions. Okay, we've actually succeeded in our little goals there, so I'm gonna end it right there. Next time we're gonna push on and we're gonna finish the rest of them off because we're building up forces and men. Actually, I can make another 4 sets, I think. I want to. But thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna save this right here. Please like, subscribe. This is the beginning of the executives. We'll see how far we can go with this. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Ta-ta.